My undergrad, my bachelor's was in aerospace engineering from the University of Dayton. So started there, kind of picked that school because that's what I wanted to play baseball there. That was one of my few Division I opportunities to play baseball. So I went there not really knowing too much about engineering, just really liking the science and math sides of things, and just went there down there to play baseball and decided to get into engineering once I kind of learned more about it, and then got my master's in aerospace engineering as well. Just it was a great opportunity, the right timing at the place. I really thrived in that environment, the problem-solving environment, those kinds of things. And then, did some graduate work out at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton. Really got in the computational and statistics sides of things. Worked for about a year as an engineer and decided, you know what, I really miss baseball and I really like that kind of stuff, as I'm sure a lot of people can attest to. So got more involved, started coaching again, getting more involved with the youth side of things. And just really realized that this was something I really wanted to follow, and kind of started looking up some jobs online and saw, player development, operations, those kind of things at the college level, and was like, I think with my skill set of problem solving, organization, those types of things, that it could be something that could lead to a career in baseball for me. When I made that decision, I basically, looked around and was like, hey, I think I need another master's degree, which talking to my parents was like, are you sure you really want to do that? I'm like, yeah, I think it's going to help me. So I got my master's in sports and athletic administration from Gonzaga, so my second master's degree, and one of the requirements for that was an internship in sports. So I looked around at the schools. I played at the University of Dayton. I kind of wanted a different experience, so I looked up the head coach at Wright State, which was another local school, and it was Jeff Mercer. So I sent him an email one day, kind of out of the blue, and was like, hey, I need some internship credits, and would you mind having me around? I can do some different statistical analysis, player development, those types of things. And he was all on board right away, answered me right away, and within a couple of days we met at the field and kind of made it official. So I really attest my getting into college baseball to him. He gave me my first opportunity, worked for him for a couple of months doing some odds and ends things, staying busy, always providing some type of report or something like that. I was in the physical therapy kind of realm in terms of player development, doing some baseball training. And then, when he got the job at IU, he called me, and I still remember looking at the phone like, man, I know this guy. Like, I did my internship with him. Like, we still stayed in touch and all that. And I was like, he just got the job at IU. I wonder if this is what I think it might be, because you never think that's actually going to happen. So, I called, and he's like, hey, we have the position open, director of baseball operations. Would you be interested? I'm like, yeah, I don't know anything about that job or what that does, but I really enjoyed my time working with you and really think you're going to do great things with whatever program you go to. And I was, in my car within an hour driving over to IU, which I've never been to Bloomington, nothing like that. Drove over, met with him for about an hour or two, and then he gave me about a week to think about it. And I think it took me all of 20 minutes in the car on the way home. Was like, yeah, let's make this happen. I try to take as much administrative duties off of the coaching staff as I can. So the less amount of time they have to be in their office working on things, and the more they can be out on the field working with our players, it is a benefit in how I kind of justify how my job's going. I really think, the core of our program is player development, and for that to happen, the coaches need to be able to work with the players with as much time under the restraints we already have that they can. So I want all of their focus to be on how are we going to improve as a team and individually every single day. Compliance, responsibilities, team travel, budgeting, scheduling, just overall events for our team, as well as some of the player development, statistical analysis. At this level, there's a lot of things with running a program. I contribute a lot or closely to an organization. It's no different. There's a lot of rules and things you have to follow. There's a lot of moving pieces, so there's a lot of things that go with that to make sure that we're running at the most efficient level. When we transition to on the road, it's basically taking our environment we create here and replicating that on the road. So scheduling all the hotels, working to schedule all the flights, all the bus trips, making sure we have our practice facility ready wherever we're going to, make sure we have, with Rusty, our equipment guy, making sure we have all of our equipment that we need. And then just mapping out the schedule day by day, making sure all the athletes know, where the meals are, making sure we have the right meals, making sure we have all the right charts in the dugout, all that kind of stuff, just making sure that we have everything we need to run as seamlessly as possible. So again, like I said, all the coaches have to do is just, I tell them when to show up at the bus and tell the players when they show up at the bus, and it's all about, playing the game of baseball.